Alright, boys. I'm not gonna lie. Thank God this Nightmare Gate got a weakness phase because I really wanted to test out Leon on the Haru team versus like Moko and Haru to see what the damage looks like and who does it the best. Spoiler alert, obviously S.Moko Haru does way better, but you'll be so surprised at how Leon handles himself against S.Moko, who's a 4-star unit, mind you. So, yeah, I guess I'll go ahead and show y'all what my Leon looks like and what my Haru looks like, so y'all have a good idea of what we're looking at. Okay, so here's my Haru. Here are her cards. I got Wisdom and Pleasure. I have the 5-star weapon, and I have about 124.5% ailment accuracy. So, 142% in total. So very close to her max ailment accuracy. And then next, I'll go ahead and show you Leon, my boy Leon here. Leon has his 5-star weapon. He runs either Trust and Power or Trust and Prosperity. But on these runs, I'll be running Trust and Power. I basically have his skill 3 fully maxed out, because that's really all that matters. Alrighty, and here's my guildmate's S.Moko. She is currently running Acceptance and Love. It's the healing set. And then he has the 5-star weapon. And yeah, there you go. There's the S.Moko I'll be using in today's demonstration video. So yeah, I'll go ahead and showcase y'all two teams to see the comparison between like a free-to-play-ish team to a pay-to-win-ish team. So team 1 obviously will be our standard, our classic S.Moko Haru with Cord and Futaba as Navi. And then team 2 is going to be the more budget free-to-play version, which is going to be Haru Leon with Cord. So you can say that's half pay-to-win since you have Cord, but I kind of want to make it fair, so I'll have Cord on both teams. As per personas, I'll be running Dionysus, and then with Shiva, and Cert with Marukunda, and with the side dagger on both teams. Alright, let's go ahead and look at damages for both teams. And trust me, you guys will be very flabbergasted. Let's get started with the Haru and S.Moko team. Okay, so on the first turn here, we're just going to start buffing Haru with S.Moko S2 and then Cord S2. And then Wonder is going to just apply a crit buff, a crit rate buff onto Haru, and that's pretty much what turn 1 is. Alright, I also forgot to add this, but if you guys want to follow my rotations for like your guild bossing, feel free to do so, because I mean this video is basically just that, but you know, me just comparing damage numbers. So typically you want to save your highlight for the second turn so that you can have that timeline open for weak phase to have all the buffs and debuffs active for Haru to do big PP damage, right? You don't want to highlight on the very first turn. And of course, Futaba is going to do Futaba things. But here, you skill 2. The rotation's kind of whack, usually for these types of seasons where it's just, you know, a weak phase boss. But, you know, you by the end of this fight, you should be weakness implanting with Futaba on the last turn. But, you know, this team's damage is pretty crazy overall. Like, if my Haru was maybe a bit better, I could see maybe like 70 mil, but I'm not gonna spoil y'all the damage. It's pretty crazy. Like, S.Moko Haru is quite the freaking team, man. And you know, S.Moko being offensive as she is as a healer adds even more chip damage, and she's applying the ailment accuracy too. So I mean, it perfectly syncs up with Haru, and this is 100% Haru's best turn, or not turn team, but. You'll see what I mean by even a free-to-play option can still, you know, not be too far away from the premium version. But okay, I'll shut up. Just enjoy the rest of this run, y'all. Alright, we've hit weak phase. So now this is where the damage is going to start looking crazy, man. Like, Haru team just does so much more damage than any other previous like AoE DPS. It's nuts. Like, not even Summer Closer, you know, with S.Moko, with like it can like even input such damage that Haru can muster up. It's a crazy thing to think about, man. And I thought S Haru by the way, S closer was peak of peak, but man, this character just absolutely like stomps on S closer. But there you go, man. We're now that it's time for chord highlight, we're reaching the gun rotation with the double highlight with Nora here. So yeah, I'll talk to y'all then. All right, so here we go. This is about to be some big PP damage numbers. So Chord's about to skill 3, and then after she skilled 3, we're gonna Haru highlight again into her fully loaded gun, man. Let's see if you guys can guess the amount of damage she does. I will tell you, it's gonna be pretty nuts. And there we go, the highlight. He's gonna summon Milady and shoot him down, Haru. Unload your load and bonk. Holy smokes, y'all. Crazy damage. Very crazy damage. And that should be around 50 something mil. Yeah, 58 mil. Alrighty, fellas. I mean, this team's rotation is practically the exact same thing. I mean, Leon is doing 2-3-2-3 as well, pretty much. It's more brain dead, and you should remember it easier, but same thing. Just apply your buffs, apply your debuffs. Make sure you align it for weak phase so you have everything active during weak phase. And, that's how you do big PP Haru damage. And like I said, feel free to use this rotation as like a guide for your guild bossing if you need it. Other than that, I'll talk to y'all once we get to the big PP damage. All right, here we go, boys. We're about to do some big PP damage coming soon. We're about to get to Chord. Chord's going to do S3. And then as usual, Haru's going to highlight into her own gun. So right now, it looks about even. Like the threshold for damage Maybe S.Moko a little bit higher here, but you know, we'll see what the end result is, y'all. So here, Haru's gonna go ahead and Milady highlight, and then lastly, she's gonna unload her load, get that big gun damage. I'm so glad I have Kira synergy at 13, and let's see how we looking, y'all. Let's see. Holy smokes, 50 mil. Look at that. Only an 8 mil diff, y'all. Isn't that crazy how a free-to-play unit can do that much damage? And I know he seems like your generic, you know, crit buffer, attack buffer, but come on, man. You can't underestimate that. Y'all saw that. It was only an 8 mil diff. So for those that want to increase their damage without S.Moko, please use Leon. He is such a friendly budget option for a lot of teams, Haru team included. Well, guys, thank you so much for watching this video, man. I just was kind of curious, so I did a little bit of testing, as y'all saw, and yeah, I was right. You know, like, Leon isn't a super huge gap. Yes, there's a gap, obviously, but it's definitely doable, and you can still do damage even without, you know, the proper in-slot support for Haru. Other than that, guys, I have a lot of plans for upcoming videos this December. A tier list video and, you know, an account showcase of a free-to-play player like me who hasn't touched grass in 500 hours. I'm kidding. You know, I just play the game a lot, all right? Like, it's a fun game. I love the community. And, yeah, thank y'all so much for the support and all the feedback on previous videos. Until next time, deuces.